Here we go.
Well, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful, amazing, wonderful people. It's Thursday. Thursday. That's right. Thursday. Anyway, you're looking absolutely amazing. We're going to get straight into the meat and potatoes as they're now reporting again on the Liam Payne case. They're saying that Liam's father, he had concerns going back to September, with the dismissal of Liam Payne's bodyguard. Now, many people have turned around and said, where was Liam Payne's bodyguard? You know what I mean? He always had a bodyguard with him, and, you know, he was kind of, he weren't there. And because he weren't there, this happened. Which is an interesting theory. And it could lead to some to believe that potentially people around Liam were clearing house. But we're going to talk about that in video 2 later today. So if you want to hear more about my theory on that, stick around.
Subscribe to the channel and like the video.
Did you know that only around 50% of you people are actually subscribed to the channel? That is a travesty. That's nearly as tragic as the Liam Payne case. So if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you want to see a grown man cry? Anyway, let's talk about it. Let's look at this article, right? So this is reported by the Express US. And it says, Liam Payne's father raised concerns after singer dismissed bodyguard. Liam Payne's father, Geoff, was reportedly concerned for his son after the One Direction singer fired the bodyguard, who was trying to stop him from doing rugs. Not that sort of rugs. Get that dirty thought out of your head. We're talking about D-rugs. Liam Payne's father, Geoff, had reportedly been worried about his son's well-being after the late One Direction singer let go of a bodyguard who was allegedly trying to prevent him from using D-rugs. Liam, who was 31, tragically died in October after falling from the third-floor balcony at the Casa Sur Palermo Hotel in Buenos Aires, Argentina. On the day of his death, Liam was reportedly intoxicated and causing a disturbance. Right pain in the arse, if you believe TMZ. If you believe some of the other people, he was absolutely fine, including the devil on his shoulder that was Rogelio Norres. Again, we'll talk about that later. Toxicology report also revealed he had D-rugs in his system. Did it, though? Did it? Did the toxicology, one of the toxicology reports was complete and utter bollocks, and the second one seemingly would suggest that he didn't have that much in his system at all. Authorities ruled out self-deletion, suggesting that the singer was likely in a state of semi or total unconsciousness. That has never made sense, has it? He was totally unconscious on the balcony, and when he went over, and when he was getting the bag, the bag that was found in the balcony underneath, totally unconscious while he was doing that. So not only do we question the skills that he would have had if he was fully compos mentis to get a bag with bottles in it to get out and then under a balcony underneath. I said that was some skill. You've got to have mad skills. But to do it while you're totally unconscious, whew, it's amazing skills. Amazing. And link the tragedy to a substance-induced psychotic episode, which is convenient based on Liam Payne's suggested history. TMZ, they've been all over it, like flies on shit. According to documents, I love this, according to documents, stick a pin in that, Liam's father has been concerned for his son's well-being for some time and believed it was crucial for Liam to stay busy and never be left alone. So there's documents that state this. So Liam Payne's dad was like, well, he shouldn't be on his own. He shouldn't ever, and I'm going to document this. It's going to be documented. What documents? Do you mean that TMZ wrote something down? I don't know. And what I have to question about this is, so you're in a situation where you've got this star son, right? He's had problematic issues in the past, which have been highly documented. He's spoken about it himself openly, Ant Middleton, Steve Bartlett. He's done these interviews where he has been very open about his struggles in the past. He seemingly got this Rogelio Norres, which we're going to discuss again later on. but Regina and I was apparently trying to help him. You've got a long-term girlfriend. He's been with Kate, for 2 years? 2 years. So you've got this rule, this unwritten rule, or seemingly written because there's documents, that would suggest, look, he's got issues, don't leave him alone, keep him busy, stick a pin in it. But that is the rule. That's the rule. My question is, so where did that all fall apart then? Where did that written rule, who did it go to? Who had the discussion about this? Don't leave him alone, keep him busy, let's keep him fucking safe. Who was involved in that inner circle of people who would have known about this rule and who were there to help towards making sure that that wasn't a thing? And how did this situation end up with Liam Payne on his own, girlfriend leaving, in a hotel that he absolutely hated, and then dead? Said to you yesterday, Liam Payne may as well have been dressed like a fucking rat, because this seems to have been some kind of experiment to see how much he could be pushed into a situation that was absolutely, would have been, if there is a document about not leaving him alone, there would have been bullet points. I can imagine, especially if they've got Apple Intelligence, because you can do that now. You can bullet point stuff. So I imagine some of them bullet points would be, keep Liam away from whiskey or minibars. That didn't happen. Keep Liam busy. Keep him with people. Now, it would seem that he would spend a lot of time in the lobby, not around his room. Do you know what I mean? Let's keep him out in the lobby. He wants to be around people. But then the hotel, and at one point it was suggested Regilio even, was trying to get him out of the lobby and into a room. And that would have taken me to the next bullet point. Don't leave Liam alone in a hotel room. Liam, in brackets, it'd have been brackets, Liam really hates hotel rooms. Close bracket. That didn't work either, did it? That didn't work either. Definitely keep Liam away from D-Rugs. That would have probably had exclamation marks at the end of that point. That didn't work either. So, how is it that this list, which I can imagine being drawn up and a discussion being had, this is what we need to keep him away from? Why is it that that list, new list, put Liam in a hotel on his own, make sure Kate's out of the equation, make sure he's got access to D-Rugs, ladies, whiskies, and heights, balconies, every fucking thing, every single thing that would have been the absolute devastation or potential devastation to Liam seems to have been the absolute things that were facilitated. Loneliness, hotel rooms, D-Rugs, ladies, balconies, all of those things. Sketchy as feck. Reports indicate that the star has struggled with feelings of confinement during his time with One Direction, often showing a deep aversion to being confined to a hotel room. Second floor hotel guest made a harrowing discovery, of course he did, of a leather bag reportedly belonging to Liam containing a bottle of Jack Daniels P-Ills and a note labelled "For Liam" that was mysteriously left on their balcony. Yeah, mysteriously left. Now, there have been some claims that there's been some, I don't know whether it's fucking Google Earth or anything, for pictures from a while back that would suggest that this bag was on this balcony back a couple of years ago or something. I'd sack their cleaners if that's the case. If that bag's been there for like 2 years. Yeah, I'm not commenting on that. Don't really know. I believe there probably is a bag. And again, if this is about formulating a story or concocting a narrative to make you believe, then the bag's going to be fresh. But it could have been put there at any time, couldn't it? Might not have even been there, really. They could have just said they found one. Sources have theorised that the bag had been lowered onto the balcony from Liam's room in his state of complete unconsciousness. In what may have been an escape bid. Well, you say may have been. Well, was it? Because apparently there's footage of him on the balcony. Tragically, Liam's body was found with a bag slung over his shoulder, indicating he had indeed been planning to make his own way out of the room. What I don't get, right, You've got someone kicking off in the hotel. You're obviously pissed off. You don't want them there. They're causing a scene. That's what your claim is. Why don't you just kick them out of the fucking hotel? You've got Rogelio Norris's number, and you say,
Sorry, mate, but your mate here is a pain in the ass. He don't want to be here. He clearly don't want to be left in a room.
we know that because you've definitely had a conversation because of the list. You know, the one with the brackets and stuff that we've spoken about, not in a hotel room on his own.
So we've put him outside. He's outside. And I'd probably come and get him. He don't want to be here. We don't want him here.
And it seems to make everyone happy. Put him outside. Massive great doors in the front there.
Off you trot. Fuck off.
Job done. As far back as 2021, Liam revealed during a guest appearance on the Diary of a CEO podcast, as what I was talking about Steve Bartlett, his feelings of anxiety towards hotel rooms and how being confined could evoke overwhelming loneliness. My dad said it from day one, lonely hotel rooms, man. Getting locked in that room is not fun when you've been exposed. So... what can I say? What can I say? So I've got concerns over, we're now going back, the media are now trying to bring Geoff into the equation, saying, well, Geoff knew there was a fucking problem. He knew there was a problem. It went back to September. There was some rules set in place to protect Liam that seemingly weren't followed. And that's where we've ended up now. I don't know what to do with that information. I don't know what to do with it. Well, I do, and it's going to be in video 2 later, because I've got some questions about some very specific people. Because if that was the case, Geoff did know, there was a conversation, there was some things put in place, some rules, then some people around Liam definitely had a responsibility to Liam. 100%. And people are going to get pissed off that they get called out. But it's happening. I'll catch you all in video 2 later today.